Go. We are at a very special church today, and I don't know if you can see what we are up here. It's the Church of St Peter, Binton. It's Scott's Memorial and Expedition, and that is Captain Scott of the Antarctic, because his brother-in-law Bruce Lloyd, I said Lloyd Bruce, was the Reverend here for 18 years, and this is one of the last places he visited with his wife Catherine before his ill-fated expedition to the Arctic. I actually forgot to say what date it was, didn't I? It is actually, if I don't know the date, it's poor show on me. It's actually 24th of May. 2000.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susie.
As you can hear, it's my birthday, so Pete's decided to suddenly burst into spontaneous song. But this is a lovely place to visit. I know it's a strange place to visit on your birthday, but I'm happy here. It's full of history, and it's amazing to think we're walking in the footsteps of somebody like Scott. And it's absolutely beautiful here. See down here. What we've got down here. It's absolutely beautiful. And we're going to have a look in a minute, see if we can find out if the church is open, which please be open today. We come half an hour's drive. It's not too bad, but it'd be a shame to not be able to see the windows we come to see. And I'd love to show you. It's amazing windows. So give me a minute and then. Absolutely beautiful views out here. As I said, it's well worth visiting these places because they're so peaceful and beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. As you can see, some of it's left overgrown. And it doesn't spoil it. It gives it an atmosphere, a beautiful atmosphere. It's all the old stones. Slightly askew, not perfect. We will try and find Reverend Bruce's grave when we finish this side of the church. He is buried around here somewhere because he died in situ, as they say. He apparently he'd appeared in great health. He'd had his tea and then he sat down to rest, and he just suddenly passed away. No warning, nothing. He was 52. He lived with his twin sister Grace. I think she lived to well into her 80s. But he passed away. Actually, I can see his grave from here. I can see Lloyd's grave from here. And he's just follow us through around here. I don't know if Pete's going to follow me, but he's tucked up over here. So just bear with me a minute and I'll just walk you through these graves. He's actually tucked up under a tree over here. Actually in sight of the church. It's a lovely little walkover, so I must keep filming, and if it's too much for me rabbling away, Pete can cut this out anyway on the film. And as we can see, that plain cross right in front of you is where he's buried. There we go. Lloyd Harvey Bruce. There we go. Apparently the cross was designed by his sister Catherine, obviously who was married to Captain Scott. It's very just plain. It says Lloyd Bruce, Rector of Binton. That's it. And it just says the year he arrived, 1906. The year he died, 1924. Apparently he took over from his brother, who was also rector here. And I can't think of his brother's name offhand, I would have to look that up, but he did take over from his brother, and he did do a full 18 years. We managed to get in, and there it is, the Scott window. And you can't see very well on this video, so you have to look at the picture we put up, but next to it is the cross that I was telling you about. that was dedicated to Reverend Bruce by his sister. And we have this. Obviously all these here is an expedition. And here it is, Robert Falcon and his parents. All little bits of newspapers. All about Scott's expedition. As you can see. It's all the way through. It's brilliantly done. Small piece of the church, but a rather large piece of history. I just can't believe you get to stand in a place like this where Scott, would have stood before he went out there. And it is well worth coming and have a look. I'll take you on the other side in a minute. There's two sides to these boards. It's all nicely done. It's all readable. Yeah, and that's the reference cross. Ah, here we go, on this side now. Okay, so you can see that's his son. These would have been the original, I think these disaster. It says misfortune. First news of the disaster. Ah, this is the commemorative window. It's all little, we've got pictures of Scott here and everything. So what we got over here? Oh, it's all, again, it's all. Oh, his last day re-entry, doomed expedition. Oh, handwritten notes. All his, oh, these must have been from his diary. This is about, oh, this is to Otis's family. Oh, this is about the search party that was sent out. And that's where they were buried after they were found. Oh, these are the men that found Scott and his men. Oh, and that obviously was erected over the tent they were found in. Oh, these watercolours by Edward Wilson on this side. There we go, Edward Wilson's paints. It's beautiful. Yeah. That's the ship. How's his ship? The North. Back to New Zealand. Final thoughts. What we got on this one? Oh, newsletter again. We got actually on this side. This is them about the unveiling at Binton. Excuse Pete's arm. This was when they unveiled the plaque. Well, not the plaque, the memorial. And it was Saturday, September the 25th, 1915. And it was dedicated by His Grace the Duke of Newcastle. And I presume that his wife would have been here. So again, it's amazing to think. This was built on St Bartholomew Mill House, Plymouth, built on the site of Captain Scott's birthplace, Outlanders. So you've got a church there now. The piece of tree carved upon which the young Scott carved his name. So this is, so if you want to go to Plymouth, and this is about his mother who died at 83 alone as she wished. And it says she was a very gallant lady. So if you go to Captain Scott's birthplace, you'll find this church. What's this? A Binton Church, England school logbook. Oh. This is all from the school. As I said, it's amazing. Stratford-on-Avon. This would have been tragedy in the Arctic. This is about his death. This is also about his death. This is also again about his death. And there's a piece on the grave of Reverend Lloyd Bruce here as well, in the churchyard, showing the, yeah, that is, as I said, that cross there is the one you see up here, which would, oh, you can see the damage on it actually from this point of view. I'll get photos, you can see a little sort of eaten away there by wood rot, I presume, on there. And as I said, that's from... Right, okay, so we'll do the rest of the church now. I've spent quite a few minutes in there, but if you get bored, just turn me off. There's nothing really else of interest in this church, really. It's just pretty plain and high ceiling. But we have got a beautiful window this way. We have. So we'll just take a little walk up this way. As I said, it's well worth coming in just to see that. Now, I have got one more thing to show you. That is one of the windows in here. It's beautiful. Now, I'm just going to go up in this corner here to show you how beloved Lloyd Harvey was as a priest. There you are. So here we go. I think the light's on it again. It says, I'll read it to you. It said, in affectionate memory of the Reverend Lloyd Harvey Bruce, priest, who on March 3rd, 1924, after 18 years of devoted service as rector of this parish, was suddenly called hence to the profound sorrow of all who knew him. This screen has been erected by his relatives, parishioners and friends, by whom he was deeply loved. The memory of his kindly and thoughtful thoughts for others, gentle and sweet humanity, noble and Christian life, will forever be cherished as the undying memorial of a parish priest. God grant him rest and peace, and may perfect light shine upon him until the day breaks and the shadows fall free. I think that's a very fitting tribute, and it shows you how well loved he was, because there is no other memorials in here to any priest. There is not even a list. Usually you find a list of older priests, but it's not in here, so I think that goes to show how well loved he was. And I just found something down here. What have we got here? Not quite sure what this is, but I'll have to have a look at that after and see what this is. It seems to be something to do with this window, I would say. I'm not quite sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. As I said, that is really is it. Oh, we've got the Charles I over here, which is massive. It's the coat of arms. You don't really see these because obviously they weren't very pleased with Charles I, so a lot of these you don't find in churches anymore. But when you do find one, it's a rare find. I think that really is it. So that's me signing off again. Quick little walk round. Can't get that out there. It's very peaceful. Some unusual looking stones as well. I don't know if this one's got. Oh, this one has got some writing on it. Yeah, it doesn't say what it was. It's just a very unusual shape shown. 1961. Quite an unusual one compared to some of them around here. You can see the view that we're looking at. But it's absolutely beautiful. There's headstones buried amongst this as well. But, so it's been given over to nature. They do a lot of that in these old churches, which is nice. I mean, you've got wildlife and butterflies. I can see some bees. Well, no doubt there's some snakes in there. No, my luck, I'll go in there and find them, but I'm not going in there. So I think that's wild carrot. I've got cowslip in there. I've got all sorts. It's beautiful. As I said, I'll go down here a bit and I'll see if you can see the view from over the top. It's absolutely beautiful. Looks like there's some sheep down in there as well. He's taking a little rest and doing a feed. Yeah, let's see if we can get down there. Oh, I see, there's another part of the cemetery down here. You can see it's quite a big cemetery, what it was, and there's plenty of places for more people, I suppose, at some point, I should say. This looks like a newer place, but it is a beautiful place to look out over. No, it's a funny thing to say, but it is a beautiful, peaceful place to be laid to rest. Turn off a bit now. Okay, one last little film from Binton. Now this, we've seen a lot of war memorials. This is quite an unusual one. Next to the name, if you can see, I shall put the video up if put some photos up if you can't. By each in the name, as well as what year and what their date of death was, is also area of battle. I've never seen that before. As you can see, these two gentlemen down here died on the same day, same place, and these two at the bottom died at arms on the same day. Now if you look around this side, this is the Second World War, the same, obviously their date of death, and where they placed it for. They call it a theatre of war they died in. This was Norway, Italy and Germany, so that one at the bottom died towards the end of the war. So there you go, a little last minute little bit of history for you. Okay, I'm definitely off now. Goodbye.